This is the fifth and final video on Thales's theorem of proportionality. It is a bit like notes for this chapter. So this whole page in my notebook that I will show you, you should note down somewhere because you can refer to it later. Okay, so just let us restate the theorem that if you have two lines BD and EC that intersect at a point A and DE is parallel to BC, see they are parallel à BC, then we can say AD over AB is equal to AE over AC is equal to DE over BC. This is what we have here. AD over AB is equal to AE over AC is equal to DE over BC. Now we can also take the reciprocals of each one of these fractions. So you just have to flip them. Instead of writing AD over AB, you can write AB over AD is equal to AC over AE is equal to BC over DE. Just, if you like, you can pause the video and have a look at this a little bit, that this is the same as this because I just flipped the each of the fractions. Now flip is not a really mathematical term, so if you really want to have a proof, then I've just done it here on a separate bit of paper. If A over B is equal to C over D, then we can say B over A is equal to D over C. This is, as I said, just flipped. How do we get from there to there? This is simple algebra. You multiply both sides by B and D. So here you'll get ADB divided by B. B and B will cancel. So you'll get AD is equal to, and this side you'll get CBD over D. There the D will cancel. So you'll get AD is equal to CB. This is basically cross multiplication. AD is equal to CB. Then if you divide both sides by C, you'll get AD over C is equal to CB over C. CB over C is just B because C cancels. Similarly, you divide both sides by A, you'll get AD over C divided by A. A will cancel out, and this side you'll get B divided by A. This is the same as this. This is equal to this. I just write B over A on this side, D over C on that side, and you can come from there to there. This is just a short aside to tell you that, if A over B is equal to C over D, you can also say B over A is equal to D over C. Okay, so we come back to here. We have this as the ratios given by the theorem de Thales de proportionnalité, and we can take the reciprocal. Now these equations can be manipulated through algebra to give us some other equations. For example, this is also true. Now, what do we have here? AD over DB. Remember, here we had AD over AB, which was AD over AB. Now I am taking AD over DB. So we have AD over DB, just this length, not the entire AB length, is equal to AE over EC, not AE over AC. Not AE over AC, but AE over EC. This is also true, and from these two equations you can come to this just by simple algebra. Now we can take the reciprocal of this. Instead of writing AD over DB is equal to AE over AC, we can say the opposite, flip them. DB over AD is equal to AC over EC over AE. So just like equation number 2 is reciprocal of equation number 1, we can say equation number 4 is a reciprocal of equation number 3. How do we come from these two equations to these two equations? That's simple algebra. I will solve one of these for you, and then you will see, and I'll ask you to solve another one, because there's another set of equations which say dB over AB, that is dB over AB, is equal to EC over AC, EC over AC, the whole length, See, these are different, huh? And similarly, you can take this I'll call my equation 5. This you can take reciprocal, and you come to AB over DB. AB over DB is equal to AC over EC. AC over EC. These 6 equations, in fact, what you see on the screen now, you should actually copy down. Okay, so what I'll do is I will show you how to come from this to this. For example, to get 3 and 4, which are these 2 equations, from 1 and 2, we can say from 2 we can take just this first part of the equation, this first equation, AB over AD is equal to AC over AE. AB over AD is equal to AC over AE. Now we subtract 1 from both sides. AB over AD minus 1 is equal to AC over AE minus 1. We're just taking both this equation and subtracting 1 from both sides. If we take common denominator, then we'll get AB minus AD over AD is equal to AC minus AE over AE. It's very simple. Simple algebra. Now, what is AB minus AD? AB minus AD is DB. So AB minus AD is DB. So we get DB over AD is equal to AC minus AE over AE. AC minus AE, AC minus AE is equal to EC. So we get DB over AD is equal to EC over AE, which is our equation 4. So once we get 4, we can take the reciprocal and get 3. So I have shown you how to take 1 and 2 and come to 3 and 4. Now what you have to do is you have to start from this is an exercise for you to do, ungraded assignment exercise. Use 3 to get to 5. So use this to get to this. I'll give you a little hint. Add 1 to both sides of the equation. Okay. This I want you to do. This is also a proof that you have followed and watched the video. It's very simple. What I have done here, similar thing, you have to do this to get to this. So from this we got to this, from this we got to this here, as I showed you. From this to get to this you will do as an assignment. Okay, now we come to another aspect of theorem de Thalèse's proportionnalité, which will lead us very well, very seamlessly into the next chapter, which is on triangle semblable. What are triangle semblable? Triangle semblable are triangles, 2 triangles which have the same angles. That's all. I will show them to you. So let's start again with theorem de Thalèse's proportionnalité. We have ABC et ADE, 2 triangles, configuration de Thalès. They are parallel à BC. So then we can say AD sur AB est égal à AE sur AC est égal à DE sur BC. Now this is very simply the theorem de Thalèse's proportionnalité. But what if I drew these 2 triangles separately? So I copy this ADE here. Oh, before we do that, because these 2 lines are parallel, these angles are angle correspondant, so they are equal. This ADE est égal à ABC and AED est égal à ACB, angle ACB. So that's why I have drawn them, the single stroke here, double stroke there. So let me copy ADE. I just take it from there and I copy it here. And then I copy ABC here, ABC, but remember I have not drawn it in the same way. I have rotated it slightly, ABC, and so here AD and AF are not really parallel. Here of course they are even one on top of another. So, but we have the same angles. De is equal to be, is equal to se. So if 2 angles are equal if this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle, then obviously this angle is equal to this angle, because this angle is determined by 180 degrees minus this angle, which is the same for this and this. Now I can't call both of them A, so I am calling this one F. So we have here two similar triangles. In French it's called triangle semblable, and that's the name of the next chapter, which we will start in a day or so. And here also I can write the same ratio, because what has changed? Nothing, no length has changed. I have just drawn them separately. I have separated the two triangles, but no length has changed. So I can write AD sur AB, but here AB, instead of saying AB, I will say FB, because now it is, this point is no longer A, but it is F. So AD sur FB est égal à AE sur FC est égal à DE sur BC. These names haven't changed. DE sur BC. So now you see that this equation is still true even though DE is not parallel to BC. These two lines are no longer parallel. So the result is that theorem of Thales is valid for any two similar triangles drawn in any which way. As long as the corresponding angles are equal, then this is still true. Of course, the reciprocal is not valid. If I have two similar triangles and if these ratios are true, then it does not necessarily mean that base A is parallel to DE. No, obviously not. If these ratios are true, then if this equation is true, then obviously it doesn't mean that this is parallel to this. That only happens if these 2 points are common and if they appartiennent à AB here. If A and F are on top of congruent, I think it's called congruent. If A and F are congruent and they appartiennent à AB and similarly E appartient à C, then only you will get the reciprocal of the theorem to be valid when base A is parallel to DE. So the next chapter is all about triangle semblable, and that will lead us into the final chapter that we will study, that is on the chapter on trigonometry. We will not spend so much time on triangle semblable, but we will do just a few problems. I will skip quite a few problems. We might only have every third or fourth problem we will do, and then we will quickly move on to the really important chapter, which is on trigonometry. Now, one thing none of you have asked, of course it's difficult for you to ask me because we are not really face to face, is where is the proof of this? If this is the theorem that Thales is a proportionalité, then how can you prove that this is true? We just assumed it, I told it to you, the book told it to you, but how do you prove this? Now, if we had normal classes, I would actually, in the notes, give you the proof of this, that I would prove this, obviously then this is also proven, I would prove this, because from here you can get here, and from here you can get here. So, you just have to prove this one. And I would actually provide you the proof for this. It's quite simple, though a little long. It has to do with areas of angles. And rather than I prove it to you, I will find it on the internet and I will send you the link. And you should just go through it. It's not very simple, but it's not complicated either. And it just takes a little time. You just have to concentrate. It would be nice if all of you did. I will send you that link separately to that page. I will find one. It's full of the internet will be full of proofs of this theorem de Thales, the proportionalité. I will find one in French, and the best proof was given by another Greek mathematician, Euclid. He's even more famous than Thales, and because he laid some of the groundworks of geometry, Euclid did, So he has a very simple, the long proof of this theorem, and I will find a link to that in French, and I will send that link to you by WhatsApp, and I would like you to read that page and understand the proof. Okay, I will stop here. This is a short video, and in a day or so I will start on the next chapter that we do, triangle semblant. So do send me this exercise that I've asked you to send. Use equation number 3 to get to 5. I provide you a hint here.